Yes, my people. So I know that it's not cool to give people their flowers, especially here in the UK, while people are still here and they're thriving. But I've already said multiple times that one of the people I'm inspired by, especially that I'm doing these daily uploads and talking about the music game, the music industry, marketing, so on and so forth, and helping artists, especially independents. One of the people that has definitely inspired me is definitely Bouncer, and he has this video right here that I've kind of watched a part of it, but I just wanted to kind of react to it in real time, give my honest feedback or my opinion. There's not really much feedback to give, and just kind of show the reason why I kind of respect this guy. And yeah, we'll take it from there, man. Literally.
This is just a message. It's not even no main topic. It's just a message just to show my appreciation to you lot for locking in. Because I'm actually making 3 to 5 videos and I'm locking in, and you lot are like, you're tuned in. And I appreciate that. Like I said in January, and I will always mention this will be the story. In January, after watching Tanks, I was watching Tanks. I said, Tanks, he's amazing, bro. Like, regardless, he is amazing, and what he's doing, he's an asset to UK culture. Do you know what I mean?
And that's what I was saying. I think in the other video I was talking about how I was watching Bouncer from, was it around February, March or something, but it turns out it was from January, right? Where he was I just saw he just started posting on YouTube, and I was thinking like, Bouncer posting on YouTube, that's crazy. And he was talking about different things, whether it was music, whether it was just his own, backstory, and whether it's about depression or whatever it was. But he was posting every single day, and I resonated with it. And the thing is that what he's saying here is powerful, man. It's powerful because number one, it's okay to be inspired by someone else and actually show them that, look, like, you've inspired me to start this journey. You've inspired me to actually, innovate as well and push the UK culture and actually do all those type of things. And outside of that, I remember when I was watching his videos and he was only cracking maybe 200, 300 views. Now, this guy is a big person in the industry. Well, it says that he's not accepted by the industry, but due to his accolades and things like that, you can see that he is known within the industry, right? So you would automatically assume that, okay, as soon as someone starts a new platform, they're going to get a lot of views. And I was watching another video from Michael Dapper. He was interviewing Mabel. And in that interview, you could see because it's a new platform, it wasn't getting necessarily the amount of views that you would presume someone at that level and that type of status would actually get. So it just goes to show that, look, we're all starting from somewhere. We're all trying to push the culture in a certain type of direction. We're all striving to build our personal brand and things like that. And in the beginning stages, it's going to be very, very embarrassing. Eventually, it's going to start to make a lot of sense. And I'm here for it, man. You know what I mean? Posting daily is not necessarily the easiest thing, but we got to do what we got to do.
You know what I mean? That's it. And I thought, you know, let me jump on this and let me just post every day. And I did realize, but I didn't realize how hard YouTube is,
Nah, it
like,
is,
to
man.
post. Sometimes you can have a lot of following and you can still not get no views. So I was posting 150 to 350 views. You get me? And people's like, quit, quit, quit. But it just shows you about being consistent. Like, being consistent. And I was just posting one a day and I said, look, I'm going to post 365 videos a day. And
The female,
yeah.
yeah.
And I just carried on posting, and started getting more traction, more traction, more traction. And then now I'm here, and I'm here. I'm grateful. And it's literally just the start. There's many more things to actually do.
And you know what's crazy? I truly believe that if someone locks in for 6 months, literally just 6 months of doing anything consistently and showing up every single day, you will see better results than majority of people. Because some people, what they do is that they just don't. I think 95% of people, they just don't start in the first place. Then you got maybe 3% of people, they'll start for a bit of time when they're not seeing any motion, then they'll give up. I've been part of that 3% of people a lot of times. I'm not gonna lie to you. Then you got 1 or 2% that what they do, regardless of whatever anyone's saying, whatever anyone's doing, they're just gonna keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And it's one of those ones. Look at where he is right now. Yeah, he hasn't hit 50K yet, but I don't think people understand the impact that his videos actually have. Do you know what I'm saying? Him posting daily, it let's say for example, if we say something, it can positively impact the culture, or can actually lead to some controversial news or something coming out in other platforms and stuff like that. We've seen so many people respond to him. If what he was doing didn't make sense and it wasn't valuable, then they wouldn't necessarily be talking down on his name, would they? Do you know what I mean? So shout out to Bouncer, man. I don't think he will ever see this video, but again, shout out to him. And when I meet him one day, I'm gonna really give him his flowers and show, like, bro, like, you've been an inspiration from back when I was looking at him from Dig That Days to when he moved into, I think he was even doing trading at a period of time. Like, I've had him on Snap and just seeing the different moves and different plays, and I'm pushing out of his comfort zone. I want him more for himself outside of just music, bro. For me personally, that's inspiring. Do you get what I'm saying? As a music producer, that's always wanted more than just the music as well. I'm waiting on artists to deliver and stuff.
But I listen to you lot, and I want you lot to know I will never change. Like, you see in this thing, yeah, and I realize, you see when people are in a position of power or whatnot, you don't, like, what happens to them when money gets involved or when things get involved, they change. They change who they are. They change them who they are towards their friends. They change as a person. You will all see it. It comes with fame. It comes with money. And we understand sometimes you've evolved, you've changed, but sometimes it doesn't warrant by the friends that were standing there for you to change on them. And I want to let you lot know that you lot, if it wasn't for you lot, I wouldn't be here. Like, I will still be dropping consistent videos because if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. But if it wasn't for you lot tuning in, I wouldn't be making 5 videos. I will probably just do the 1 video.
Because he's gone from making like 1 video a day to now uploading like 3 to 5 in a day. I remember when I first started this, I was thinking, yo, I'm going to be able to upload once a day. And even doing that is extremely hard and difficult, you know what I mean? So him uploading up to 5 times a day, like, I keep on telling people, he is the UK's DJ Academics, but certified. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people have problems against Academics. Of course, some of the things he says is a bit wild, I'm not gonna lie, but even I remember watching Academics from like the drill days, like tuning into his videos every single day and just seeing how he was, documenting the whole drill culture and stuff like that and building a platform within and right in front of our eyes. You know what I mean? Whether people like or dislike someone, I still feel as if though you can learn something from them and actually gain respect in a certain, way from them.
Everything else. And it's like, remember, with man's YouTube channel, it's my therapy. I might speak on things that are my opinion, and I want you lot to challenge me and you don't agree, because we're a community, bro. Like, when your brother, your family members, you will argue with your family members. Some of you lot might have watched my content from before and be like, bro, I never used to like you. Now you're watching it and be like, you know what? You're all right.
Yeah.
And I always mention that. So, and
sorry that I keep on pausing the video. I'm going to leave the link down below anyways, right? But it's something that I've actually seen myself, right? Like I said, Bouncer's like Marmite. Some people love him. Some people really, really hate the guy. I don't really understand why he gets as much hate as he does, but everyone's different, right? In saying that, I've literally seen within the comments and within the way people react to the guy, right? By him showing up every single day and showing his personality, showing his thoughts, showing people that, look, he's a normal human being. Like, he has amazing moments. He has also some very big downfalls. He has some depressive moments. He also has some very joyful moments. And people are able to see his character in real time by him showing up every single day and locking in with him. When people digest enough content from you, they start to realize that, look, someone's actually not what they thought they were, if that makes sense. So it's one of those ones, man. And I feel as if though the more he keeps on dropping consistently and just showing us, his character and showing us his opinion on things, bro, like, he's gonna end up being an underdog, bro. I can't lie. Like, people are gonna really take in his content.
And I feel like even with all the back and forth that I've had with people online, like Funky D is a prime example. He's a prime example, yeah? Me and him have had loads of grow. I encourage everyone to do this. Everyone was tuned in, laughing. They sold out Hammersmith Apollo. That's crazy. And I think in order for UK culture to grow, I encourage everyone to do this. You can see it. It's owning market share. So when I talk about market share. Like when we saw the drill scene and how long the drill scene was there, it wasn't because of Russ Millions or Dig That or Digga D
It was
or
a whole like
whoever.
movement.
It
Everyone
was
came up.
because of the rest. It
Yeah.
was because
Yeah.
of thousands of drill artists. Like thousands of drill artists jumped in. They started dropping. The corporates came and started pushing more money, and people started the promotion. The investors started pushing more money. Do you know why? That was market share. It was.
And that's the thing about, because I'm into marketing and AI, right? That's the thing about business. Like the more people doing something and the more things start, you know. So I'm into marketing and AI, etc. That's what I do for businesses. The key thing is that the more a niche is getting attention, etc., is the more that there's actually money within that industry and that specific niche. Within this culture, right, being the UK culture, any genre that has gone mainstream, it hasn't necessarily been, or been successful anyways, it hasn't necessarily just been one person just pushing it and pushing the narrative. It's literally been a bunch of people coming up together. I remember Afro Swing days, you had the likes of Jay Huss, then Young Bane, and Kodra Funds, then Hardy Caprio, all sorts, that they all came up together, whether they liked each other or they didn't. They were all technically speaking in their own way supporting the culture to push forward. Same things happen with UK rap, then drill, then all sorts of things. Now that we're in the streaming era, I definitely believe that more people should definitely jump on. And even me hopping on content, I can't lie, like I've never, ever thought to do content, bro. Like I'm a producer and an engineer, so I'm behind the scenes, bro. You know what I mean? So having a producer and an engineer come to the forefront and be vocal and obviously express his opinions from a producer engineer perspective is something that I feel as if though hasn't necessarily happened within the culture either. But I'm more than happy to be the first or one of the first to do it, because obviously you got shout out to people like Walks, man. Walks, actually, I feel like Walks don't get enough credit, bro. Like shout out to Walks, bro. Pod by Walks. He's been doing this whole streaming and Twitch and reaction time stuff for years. I feel like even before Tanks and that, to be honest. So he's another very, very big example of what it means to, you know, do this whole thing of streaming, etc. And he's killing it. Look at his setup, look at the love he gets. Whenever he's on streams, I'm seeing at least minimum 1,000 people tuning into his stuff on TikTok alone, let alone you know, Twitch, etc. Shout out to Walks. And I take back when I said I'm like one of the first to do it. But I'm earlier on in the trend, you know what I mean? And as we're building, you guys are literally seeing there's some videos that I've been dropping that I've been literally getting like 2 views, 5 views. Do you know what I'm saying? On my TikTok, you guys see I get like 100 views sometimes. I get like 300 views sometimes. All of a sudden I get one banger and then it goes to like 100k or like a 50k here and there. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like anything, bro. The more you show up, the more you stay consistent and you drop a volume, bro, eventually people get with the program. You build your own community. You feel me? So I'm gonna leave the link to this down below. And saying that, if you guys want to join my community, because I do have a community where I help artists basically monetize their music platforms, learn about marketing, learn about how to actually get better in music, etc. I'm just here to basically serve you guys. You know what I'm saying? It is a paid community, I won't lie to you guys. So if you're interested, click the link down below and then you'll have direct access to the community. I have direct access to myself as well. And I will help assist you, you know, in your goals as a musician, just in general. So I'm looking forward to that. But outside of that, make sure to tune in with me tomorrow for sure.